Peace. This is a part two. I figure I need to. I kind of need to show y'all this. Remember I was telling you about these little ones here? These little ones right here, right? I was telling y'all about that, man. This. Let's see if I can get my light right. These little ones right here. I already did the other side, which is over here. I already did them. And I didn't run into, so I'm gonna do it live. I'm gonna do it live so I can show y'all. You wanna tap the tip of that. You don't wanna tap here, you don't get a big chunk. You wanna just do a little. So we just gonna heat up. Let me make sure I'm on camera. All right, we on camera. Let me see my finger right there. All right, we on camera. So we're gonna start on this little one. Now I cannot run over into the other side, and so I'm gonna hold this here. I'm gonna hold that on that tip to heat that component up, right? And I'm gonna touch this. I only want a little bit of solder. Once I get, all right, see that? Look, I got a little bit on there. Look, that's it. That's all you need. Bang. So I'm gonna wipe this off on the sponge I got over here. That's done. That's all you want. You don't want a lot. You put a lot, it's gonna run over. Then you gotta braid it. You gotta take the braid. You gotta take the braid and get that shit off of there. Nah, we don't want that, gang. All right, so we're gonna do this other one. That one's done. Nice little pyramid. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna tap it on here without touching the board. It's on the component. Somebody said cut it off. No, I'm not cutting off. You can't cut it off. All right, that little bit of side. Boom. Let's get that on there. Need a little bit more. Look, it's almost there. My tip fucking up. All right, we're gonna get it right. Just a little bit. That's all you want is a little bit, man. You don't need a lot. That's it. That shit soldered up. It's done. That's done. That's all you want. That's all you want. Now you saw that, right? That was what? Hot second. Look. Let me unplug this motherfucker without burning myself. That's all you wanted. You only wanted that little, my finger, just that little bit of solder on there. And then you can look at all the other little small components here. Look at these little small components. You see how they got the little tip coming up on there and they only got a little bit of solder versus all this big soldering right here? Well, that's cool. So that's done. That's done. So now we're going to hit these little ones here. Now, sometimes this shit gets you get a little scared, but ain't no wrong being scared. It's cool. So watch this. So I'm going to line this up. Let me get the camera right. Find my little finger right here. My finger right there with my finger. Finger right there. Let me stretch this out. And I'm going to get you a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. That's good right there. Now look. You see how that look? You can't run over. All right? Watch this shit. I'm going to go ahead and clean off my soldering gun with a sponge. You got a little sponge that come with your soldering kit. It's a wet sponge. Cleaning it up. And this tip here almost gone. I gotta replace this tip. So look, watch what I'm gonna do. We're gonna start with this one here. Alright. Remember, don't block, don't fucking do all that shit up there. Touch the component. Component is touched, right? And then I'm gonna touch the soldering on this. Only want a little bit to hit on there. Look, see, look, it's going down on there, look. You don't want it to drip over though, just a little bit. That's it, that's all I need right there. Bang, done. That little bit of solder, it didn't run over. You see that, look. Right there, that's all you want. Now I gotta go do the next one. Now I'm a little nervous. But that's cool. So I'm gonna touch this component. Whatever solder was on that gun, on that tip, it's already on there. So now I'm just gonna hit it. That's all I want right there. I'm gonna drop it on that bitch. Bang. All right, I need to get this side though. This side over here ain't right. Without running it over. If it run over, I'm done. All right, so I gotta get this shit right. See? That ain't filled in. So right there, I'm a little scared. So instead of me using solder, I'm just gonna move this solder over here. Over it. I'm gonna pick it back up. And then I'm gonna take what little solders on that gun and I'm gonna run it on here, right here like this. I'm gonna run it on there. I'm gonna drip that little bit of solder that's on that gun right there. Still ain't coming off. Precision, right? Bang. I got a little gap in it. I got a little ass tiny hole. So what I'll do is, if I got a little hole, I'm just gonna touch this component. Let me make sure y'all there. All right, I'm gonna touch that component. I'm gonna heat it up, and I hope I don't run over. See, I got a little bit of solder right there. So I just want to get a little bit of solder on this gun. Just a little bit until it heat up. That's all I want right there. Still ain't filling that little hole right there though. I need that hole. See, if I put some more solder in, I'm gonna run into that one. I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna hit that gun on there, and it should fill in. It's filling in. Still got a little ass hole, a little tiny hole I see through. So I'm gonna run it over some more. See, I'm about ready to touch the other one. We don't want to do that. This is real precision shit, man. So I'm gonna touch the top of it. I ain't gonna touch the bottom of it right now. I want that solder to run down on there. All right, so we good. So we're not touching. We're not touching these. Where we at? We ain't touching them today. Everything has got its own separate path. So now we gonna do the next one. This shit is fucking. Sometimes this shit gets scary as shit, man. So I'm gonna hold this down. I'm gonna touch this component here. I'm gonna hold it on there for like 3 seconds, and then I'm gonna come here, and I don't want to run into the other one. This is where the scary part get in at. Once you see that little bit solder, I'm gonna bring up. Look, I want it right there. Bang. I ain't got this side over here. I gotta get this side right, cause it gotta fill in that hole. Put too much, you're gonna fuck it up. All right, so I still got a little gap there, and I got a gap on the other one. So I'm just gonna touch this component here. I'm gonna touch this component, and I'm gonna dab a little bit of solder on it. Bang. That bitch covered up. But that other one right there, I gotta get that right there. That gotta get done. I gotta get that. I'm trying to move it over without touching the other one. I think that's it. Nah, I still got a little hole right here. So I had a little bit more solder on my gun, on my tip, so I don't need no more solder. Right? And that's filled in. That's looking real good. You seen that? Look. You see that? Well, let me move this over so y'all can see this shoulder. Sorry about that, y'all. You see, I got 1, 2, 3. I got one more left, and I'm gonna be happy camper. All right, so I'm gonna touch the component. See if I got any solder on there. I ain't got no solder on this gun, on the tip, right? If I touch too much of this side, that shit gonna run off and fuck up the whole other joint. We don't want that. So that side here is good. Now we're gonna take this side. Bang. Done. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean off my tip. Like, this shit is fun and scary at the same time, right? You know how you go to the haunted house and shit, you be scared as fuck, but it be funny as shit. Same shit. Look, cause my tip right now is fucking up. So now I'm just gonna clean these tips up right now. Just gonna clean them up a little bit. Ain't nothing touching. That's perfect. Let me set my gun down and let me show you what I just did. Look. Where that shit at? Where my finger at? See? You see that, right? Here's the other one. Ain't nothing. There's nothing. They're not touching. If they touch, you're gonna fuck up. Same way with up here. Where we at? See how they not touching? They not touching that other component. Same way we're here. And how I do it, I look at these ones that I did. Well, where they at? Right here. I look at them. See, they only got a little bit of solder. See how they not touching? That's what you gotta do. When you get to these little ones, you like, oh fuck. If it touch, you'll take your soldering braid. You'll take your soldering braid, right? Let me get that out, son. You'll take your soldering braid and you'll get rid of that. If it touches, get rid of it. Heat it up and then run your soldering braid through there. And then it'll take the soldering out of that. So they won't touch. But that's good. So I'm just gonna make sure I got everything lined up. Tack the slider start here. It started here. There's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they good. Ain't nothing touching. Good amount of solder. Very little on the little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's it. Sliders is done. That's amazing, man. That shit's really amazing. And then I'm just gonna look at them. I'm gonna look at them at this level, making sure ain't nothing fucked up, ain't nothing peeking over the top. See if I got anything peeking over the top. I see one of them that I need to fuck with. I'm gonna fuck with it real quick, but I'm gonna hold the camera while I do it. I don't need to use no braid or nothing. I'm just gonna take it off of the top of this one right here. Let me show you which one I'm talking about. Where is that? This one right here. That one right there, that little top piece need to come off with it. So I'm just gonna tap it with the gun. But see, I got a little flat top. I need to get a pyramid. Bam. I just need that little pyramid, but it's too sharp at the top. So I'm just gonna put the gun on that bitch. I'm gonna knock it down some, but I'm gonna try to precision it to make it. And you remember, I'm holding the fucking camera while I'm doing this shit. Look. That shit kosher. And what I was trying to tell you about the sponge, sometimes you gotta knock, sometimes you want solder on there, but sometimes you gotta knock some of that solder off of there. See them little balls? That's extra solder. You get that, if you only want to use a little bit of solder for each part that you do, and I get that wiped down, put it back on my trusty little stand. And I just gave you all the whole, these are sliders right here. Look, where they at? See, ain't nothing touching. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take me another, I'm gonna take me 2 more Q-tips And I'm going to take me some alcohol, though. So that's done. Let me set this back up over here. So I can show y'all what I'm about ready to do now. Let me get it lined up. Let me come out. All right. Where the fuck is my finger? All right, finger right there. Here, 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 and here, and here, and here, and here. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to take me some alcohol. Probably get you like 90% or 99. I got 70, so that's going to work for me. And I'm going to dip this motherfucker down in the Q-tip, get it all wet up. All right, let me get it wet. Close that lid, wring that out. And I'm going to clean off some of this flux. I don't want that flux on there. Right, I'm going to get that cleaned up. Right, get all that cleaned around there. That's good. Do the same thing on this one here. Just kind of get that flux off of there. All right. All right. I'm going to take the other side of the Q-tip. Get that wet up. Wring that out with my little finger. Right? And then I'm just going to clean this flux off. I just want to get that, I want to get some of that flux off. And I don't want to fire up. I got all this flux on here, right? This is going to make me feel better. It's going to dry up. You know, this alcohol dries up quick. See, I could clean all the other shit off, but I ain't fucking with that. See, all that shit can get cleaned off. And that's it, man. It's a fucking keeper. That's a keeper. Then I'm going to look at them again. They look good. They look real good. So I got a little piece of little thing there. I'm going to get that off of there. And that's what you got. 2 sliders done. And here they are right here. Now I'm going to do. See that? They done. Now I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to replace that tack switch. But I can't remember was it the left or the right. I think it was the right. And I don't want to put all this back together. So I'm just going to replace the right. So as if I was looking at the board. If I was looking at the board. They'll go there. I'll turn the camera around. And then this tack switch will be my right. So I'm going to replace that tack switch. And when you're doing it on a 4000, you gotta remember. If nobody never told you, there's 2 screws on the bottom of this. Take your screws off and then you can pop that off. Don't try to pull this off. There's 2 screws on the bottom of this 4000. It's not like that on the 2000 and the XL, right? So I'm gonna take them 2 screws off and I'm gonna replace that right tack switch. That right tack switch which is right here. I'm gonna replace that. I got mine from MPC stuff. I'm gonna take that out before I even put it back together because I can't fuck it up. So I'm just gonna replace it. And they got four little. I got a D-sider and then I'm a solder. And that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Granddaddy Frost. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Elevation Productions, Productions with the Z. Thank y'all, man. Take your time. And then I fire it up and I show y'all what I did. But I broke this whole bitch down. Bitch broke down. All right, and I did fix my my screen thing here. It wouldn't go up. Now I put some lubricant on there. I put some lubricant right here. And I put some lubricant right in that groove there. And I put some down in there and down in there. And all I did was hit it with some WD-40. That's what I did. I hit it with some WD-40, man. This kind of WD-40. I just did a little squirt down there, and now it's perfect. She just go up and down perfect. Before I had to really force it. So we good. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.